Hey everyone, welcome. All right. My place is a total wreck. But oh look, I found my pen. But we have a short project tonight. Trying to keep them short and sweet, not too long, although I do have a longer one coming up, probably in a couple of days. So tonight, let me just clean this space up just a little bit. Oh, let me just show you a couple things tonight before we get started on the actual project. I found this this cute little board at Walmart a couple of months ago. It was on a clearance. You guys, you got to check out those clearance racks because you never know what you're going to find, okay? I found this, okay? And it's a happy birthday board, okay? But I changed it to Happy Gotcha Day because today it's been a year since we brought Gordy home, and now this is his gotcha day. So I did up this board, took a couple pictures with him, and the great thing about this board is it is chalkboard, okay? I use the Chalk Couture marker. It's not even a marker, it's just a, it is chalk marker, okay. I'm really good. I got a black one and a white one. So I use the white one on the board, obviously, and it is washable, okay. This marker, I mean, look at how clear and crisp that is. Hi Kendra, how you doing tonight? So, I mean, it's totally, it's beautiful. I mean, look at how nicely it writes. It was a dream to write with. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that because that was the first time that I've used it. I just got it the other day, and I think I may end up, they've got this in the white and black, and they also have it in the gold and silver. Hi Melissa, thanks for joining me. They have this in the black and white, silver and gold, and I have the black and white, and I really love this. I haven't used the black one yet because I haven't used it on a whiteboard yet, but this is the pen, and it is great, and again, washable, so all this will wash off, and I can do it again next year or for anybody's birthday if I wanted to. All right, so, but you guys, seriously, I found this at Walmart in the clearance for like $2.50. So pretty good. And the thing that I bought it for, I mean, I knew that I was going to use it for Gordy, but I got the whole back to use. And right here is just like stuff from the tape, but I got some glue gun, and I think I'm going to be able to take it right off with the glue gun. And so I'll be able to do my chalk paste on the back of this as well. So I just wanted to show you guys that. You can just find the neatest things in the sale bins that you just never expected to find. So, all right, I'm just going to set this down. And so you guys, I hope you're reading the descriptions on the live when you click on, because there's some good instructions on there, all right? Okay, so tonight I'm going to use the home, No Place Like Home transfer, okay? And this is really, I love this, okay? I almost got the, oh, what is it? Is it a wonderful life or something like that? I almost got that one. I really wanted it, but I didn't get it. I thought I had ordered it, but I didn't. So this is a door tag that I got from the Dollar Tree. All right, and I spray painted it, and I think you guys may have been on the other night when I buffed out the wax. So this is all nice and smooth except for some pieces of glitter that got on there, but that's okay. I'm not even going to worry about them. All right. And I'm going to use the No Place Like Home transfer on that board. Okay, so we're going to get started on that. And I'm not doing a live tomorrow night. I do have my Wednesday evening training, so I'm going to be doing that. But I'll be back on Thursday to do some more. So be sure to join me. I'm just gonna pulling the nap up on my, you know what, I'm going to bring this down just a little bit, okay? I'm just pulling the nap up so that when I put my transfer on it, it gets fuzzed, okay? I don't even know what color paste I'm using tonight. Anybody have any suggestions on the color of paste I should be using for home for the holidays? I've got almost every color, so if I don't have the color, I'll tell you. Oh, you know what I want to do first before I pull that off of there is I'm going to cut off the little design on the bottom here. I'm not sure I'm going to use that or not, but it doesn't need to be on there. So what's new, everyone? Oh. So are we all ready for Christmas? I keep thinking I need to make puppy chow and I keep forgetting to make it. So maybe tonight when I'm done, I will make some puppy chow because I love that stuff. It's one of the things that Gage and I always did for Christmas. So, red and gold with a few green accents. That sounds pretty. I can do that. It'll look really good on the black background too. Alright, so just fuzzing. There's two sides to the fuzzing cloth, and I don't know if you guys have noticed the difference when I pull it out to fuzz. I know I've never pointed it out before, so I'm going to show you right now while I'm thinking about it. Okay, the fuzzing cloth, you've got the dark green side, okay, and dark green side is nappier, okay. When you turn it over, it's got a lighter green side, and this is the side that you dry your transfer on. I never realized that, and then I was watching somebody else, and they said that. I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. So what I do when I'm done is, after I clean my transfer, I put it on this part of the cloth, and then I take it, and I just fold it over on that, and I press it down. And I do that a couple times, and then I pull it up and I put it on the backing that it came on, and it's good to go. It's nice and dry. I let that sit out overnight, and then I put it back in its packaging, and it's really, it's really good to know, Melissa. And you know what? I didn't know it until just recently. So it's you know, it's those little helpful hints that come along and you just never thought about it, but it does make a lot of sense. So you use the one side to do the fuzzing, and then you use the light side to do the drying. And basically you just set it down, cover it, push down, pull it up, and you're good to go. And with the longer ones, like I had the trees the other night, I laid them down on one and I used the other one to dry them off with. So, but I just thought I'd let you guys know that. Girl, I have not, I was going to do our Christmas picture back in September when Gage came to visit, and nobody wanted to. Oh, we'll have time, they said, we'll have time. And we don't have time because after that visit, Gage didn't get to come up to visit any longer. So we totally missed out on that. So, yeah. So, and I don't know, I'm not big on writing the letters. I did one last year. But your letters are good. Mine not so much. So, I love seeing the pictures though. I love seeing the kids. I have a feeling, I actually was thinking about it today because we're just not getting to the cards, is to do Christmas in July, you know, and do Christmas cards in July and do the Christmas picture in July and send them out in July, and then we'd be done for the following Christmas. It seems like it's lazy, but then again, it's not lazy because it's nice to get something in the middle of the summer that you're not expecting, right? So, So I might do that. Where is my gold? Oh, here it is. Okay. So my main Christmas colors: scarlet, meadow, and shimmer gold. Okay. So we're going to use that now. Now I have to figure out how I'm doing this. Okay. Oh, let's see. So if I do, there's no place. Okay. All right. Let me think. Gold. Gold. Scarlet, 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 and then green and green. What do you think? My kids want me to make puppy chow, so I'm going to make it tomorrow. Puppy chow's so good. It should be like a food group. I love puppy chow. And I could eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I would be happy. So, by the way, you guys, thank you for showing up over here on this page. I really appreciate it. Because I am trying to get this page going. So, yeah, and I really haven't talked to you, Melissa, about doing the ambassador because I still haven't got all the details down yet. But apparently I'm supposed to give you groups to share to be a brand ambassador. And I honestly don't have those groups down. And I guess I need you to let me know what groups you have that you would share to. So if you can get that information to me, I would really appreciate it. And just message me. Don't put it on here. Just message me if you're still interested in doing it. If you're not, that's okay. But let's see. So, oh, and we're gonna have to pull these up too. So I'm gonna start with the red, and then I'm gonna do the pull and dry. So I'm gonna get this plugged in too, because we do have several different colors that we're doing. We really need to make sure that we do the chalk and pull. All right, just so that it doesn't dry on the surface. So, and I'm gonna do the mini squeegee for the red because I want to make sure that I don't get into everything else. So let's see, and we can see, yep, okay. Okay. Wow, that went nice. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure that it went through. All right, and then the like. I was starting the Noel that I made. I took it down so that I could poly the block letters so that it's protected. And I was going to spray them downstairs, and Derek said, no, don't do that down here. We're going to have dinner. Do it upstairs. I should have done it outside because, boy, that spray just sprays all over the place. So I only did it once, and I've got to take them outside and do it. And I'm afraid that it's too cold now to do anything like that outside. So we will see. But they do need to be poly because I am planning on selling them. And I want them protected. I don't want somebody to come back, if I sell it, and somebody come back and say, hey, you know, they got wet and they ran. I don't want that to happen. So I gotta be really careful about that. So polyurethaning in the house is not a good thing. All right. Okay, so I'm going to grab another mini and I'm going to do the meadow green. Actually, first I'm going to pull this up and dry it. Ooh, pretty, 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 pretty. Okay, let's get this. That pulled up really nice too, and that's because I did the waxing on this surface. If I didn't do the waxing on the surface, it would have pulled up a lot harder. I know that because the deer one that the deer tag that I made came up really hard, and I thought it was going to pull up the paint with it. This will protect your transfer. So just make sure when you're drying, you don't dry towards your transfer. All right. And also remember that you can dry with a hairdryer. You don't have to have a fancy heat gun. I have that fancy heat gun because I was going to try fancy stuff with stamps and stuff, but that never worked out. So, all right. So I'm thinking after the holidays, I would really like to get my head around doing internet Facebook parties with Chuck Tour. And if anybody out there is interested, let me know, because I've got some training that I have to do on it, but it's definitely doable. All right, so if you know anybody or you want to, let me know. All right, so let's get this green down. And I just traced over the areas very lightly with my finger to make sure that they were down and ready for paste. All right, I don't want to push down on the areas that I already chalked on because they're dry, and I don't want the paste that is wet on the transfer to adhere again, and then it would be a problem lifting it off. So all right, and then we'll do the little dots over here. I love that song. Ever since I decided that I was going to do this transfer tonight, I started singing, "Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays." Oh my God. And I won't do that to you guys. I will not. So, all right. Ooh, pretty, 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 pretty. Yeah. All right. The gold is going to be awesome. My big thing is I see people do these and then they put the bows on their stuff, and they're amazing bow makers. I myself am not an amazing bow maker. I'm a really horrible bow maker. I've got to practice on that, because I would love to make beautiful bows to put on my projects. I'm just not really very good at it, so. But I just have to find a tutorial that I can follow that will make absolute sense to me. All right. So the shimmers are wonderful in the fact that when you use them, you will probably never have to add water to it. If you do, it's very little. Your mixing is just to make sure that it gets mixed up and it's all even. It's almost like a whipped cream type of consistency. I think it's awesome. The shimmers are always, to my knowledge, so far, they have always been super easy. The only problem I have with the shimmers is them getting on my fuzzing cloth, and I honestly didn't know better. So so I'm just very careful in my washing them and using the sponge to clean it off. I try to use a different sponge for the shimmer projects than I do for my regular chalking projects, because the shimmer seems to stick to those sponges. Okay, so let's see. So tomorrow I am having a holiday luncheon for my tenants, except they will not be joining together for the first time this year in I don't know how many years. They will not be getting together to eat. We are actually getting them takeout turkey and ham dinners for their meals, because it's just too dangerous right now, especially for senior citizens, to sit down and have a meal together. But for those that are like family units, they can definitely grab their food and eat together. That's wouldn't be a problem. But we just don't want anybody getting sick, you know? It's a tough time. You got to make the right decisions for yourself and for the people around you. Oh, this is going to be so pretty. I really like the colors. Just going to drop that down like that, okay, and we're going to do holidays. You guys, I gotta say, and I haven't said it in a while, but this really is relaxing. The nights that I don't do this, you know, I do other things because, you know, I do have other things in my life besides chalk couture. But the nights that I do this, it's just so relaxing. Even coming up here and doing a live and just talking about what I'm doing and, you know, getting to talk to you guys, it's really, it's a good night. You know, it's a good, it's a good feeling, you know, especially when your day's been stressful and you're tired and you didn't sleep well, or, you know, it's just been one of those days. Having this and being able to just come up here and do this with you guys, that's one of the things that I'm thankful for, I gotta say. So, alright, let's pull this up. And I'm pulling from the middle, not the sides, not the corners, okay? I'm just going to drop this in the water bath for a little bit. Get wet. Get wet, my little transfer. And I apologize, guys. I got to step off camera to do that. You see my mess behind me? So, alright. How do you think that came out? Thank you, Kendra. I appreciate that. Your color scheme came out very well. I really like it. I don't know if you can tell that that gold is shimmer. It looks really, really neat in real life, I gotta say. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I don't want to use the gold for that little design, but I'm not sure. I think I may use the red for this little design to go at the bottom, and that way I can have the red on the top and the red on the bottom. and that'll balance it right out. So, and then up here, I'm going to make a bow, and that'll cover up this part, so it'll be like super, super cool. So thank you, Melissa. So I'm gonna fuzz this, and I'm gonna dry, let me dry this first. So I wanna make sure that this is totally dry, because I don't want this to touch any part of that and then have it smear, because this turned out really good. Boy, doing the wax is just amazing. Doing this one and doing the deer is two totally different feelings pulling the transfer off. So, you know, if you're going to do something on something like this, make sure you use the wax. Okay. Now let's get this fuzzed. Let me see. I try to do it in a couple different directions just because sometimes it doesn't feel like it's picking up anything. It feels like it's being lazy and just leaving whatever lint I need on the towel. You know, it's like, hey, get to work. So I like doing it in several different directions just in case. Okay. So, all right. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to center it at the bottom, not too far from the L, or from the bottom of the Y. Whoops. And, jeez. Oh, I know. Just like that. That's how I want it. Is it? Yes. Yes, that is how I want it. For sure. Okay. Alright. So I'm just pushing down where I'm going to paste because this is very close to my letters. Just don't want the transfer pulling up anything because the transfers are pretty strong. Alright. So, let's see. Oops, I have a red out already. I'm just going to clean this off really quick because I don't want any of the dried paste to get on the transfer. So the wipes come in handy, not only to clean my fingers off, but to wipe off the squeegee should I need to use it again after it has dried. All right. So, all right. Oh, Scarlet is such a pretty color. It really, really is. It's such a classic Christmas color. I mean, I've been using the Candy Apple Red a lot with my Christmas transfers. And I did not think I would like it. When I first got it, I didn't. I did not like the Candy Apple Red. But the more chances that I have to use it, and I did make myself use it, I've discovered that I really do like it. It does make the red pop, but the Scarlet, there's just something about it. And that is definitely my favorite red. Kendra, did you make a gingerbread house this year? I never made a gingerbread house for Tawny this year. They had their contest, and I guess not a whole lot of people put in a house, which I wouldn't have liked that. I don't like being part of a competition where there's not enough competition. So yeah. Oh, see, I picked up a little bit of the gold. So what I will do after I get my transfer cleaned and dried, I'm going to just go back and fix that on the H and fix the Y because I want that gold to show up. But But yeah, so that came out really, really nice. Good color choices, guys. I appreciate that. Because sometimes I sit down and I look at it and I'm like, Because my first thought for this one was to do blue and white. But I really like these colors. They're just popping right on that board. Wow, that is nice. So I think a nice ribbon, a nice puffy ribbon to go up here, a nice bow, will look really, really good with this. So, ooh, cool. Tell me how it comes out. I like eggnog. Derek does not like eggnog, so I have not bought eggnog for a long time. Gage and I will get like the little the little eggnogs from Stewart's, and that's about it. Boy, it's gonna be weird this year without him. I really miss that kid. I really, really do. I miss him. I miss his sister, and the holidays just are not the same without them here. So, so yeah, thank you. And I don't, and with eggnog you use raw eggs, right? Is it and I know it's got to be good because you don't get sick. I mean, I think that's the biggest problem that Derek has, because if I made eggnog, I know he wouldn't even taste it and it would be way too much for me. But I always buy it at the store because I assume it's pasteurized. So with the eggs that you make it with, are they pasteurized? Oh, you cook it. Oh, I didn't know that. You need to send me your recipe. Send me your recipe just so I can see it. Maybe I can cut it down and make it for one person. Because I love it. I love eggnog. So, all right, guys. It's a short one, you know? So that was it. I appreciate you guys showing up. And, hey, Melissa, how are you? That's all I got tonight, guys. Like I said, tomorrow night I will not be on, because I'm going to be doing, my Wednesday training workshop. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's for designers, and it's just fun. It's almost like a refresher every week of things that I should know how to do, and sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about doing that. So I really like to be there for that. So Wednesdays are out for me, but I'll be back on Thursday, and hopefully my room will be a little bit more organized, and oh, cool. I think I'm gonna have a bigger project on Thursday. It's gonna be a bigger project. It's gonna be a bigger background and a bigger project, and it's going to be a challenge. So join me on Thursday. Invite your friends. Make sure your notifications are on. Like and share my lives. I really, really appreciate it. The more people I can get to watch, the better. You know, I want this is my second job, guys. I really am just asking for your help to get me out there. All right. So, all right. Have a good night, and I will watch for that recipe, and you guys have a good night. Thanks for showing up. Take care.